Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here at the Southern District of New York Courthouse. Today, Wednesday, July 8th, 2026. Yesterday we talked up this Guan case. Maybe they'll be opening arguments today. Of course, there was jury selection. So it took all day yesterday, and it's going on this morning. Meanwhile, yesterday we went and covered a press conference by Alvin Bragg, Manhattan District Attorney, and New York State Comptroller Tom DiNapoli. They had stumbled across two fraud schemes. Actually, DiNapoli's office had. One involving John Jay College, fake student vouchers. And the other one involving the Harlem Children's Zone, where a person that worked there had a friend in Idaho set up a bank account by that very name and took two checks worth $300 and some thousand. We went and asked the question, actually, of Alvin Bragg. Why were the Idaho scheme, they hadn't yet appeared in the New York State court system. It's called WebCrims. We use it constantly. It's nowhere near, even Pacer. Pacer's 12 cents a page. WebCrims is free. But WebCrims doesn't have any motions in it. And actually, it didn't have those defendants in it. Now it does. They're in, so you can find that. That's on Inner City Press, including our critique of WebCrims, also on Substack. Now, on the Live Nation front, Illinois, Kwame Raoul, he's the Attorney General. He's talked a good game on it, but they've responded they're not going to give any documents at all. All the documents are secret, and in fact, they've blacked out part of their argument. So we've appealed. You can find that on. And we're now, what I can say on the FOIA front is things are going to catch fire in front of Judge Subramanian. That's my prediction. And on the Federal Reserve FOIA front, they finally did a notice of appearance yesterday. I know I've been complaining about it because we filed the case more than a month ago. They had the U.S. Attorney's Office do it, which is kind of weird. The Fed is, in the past, they would defend themselves on FOIA. I don't know if they're going to try to make it so, like, the left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing. And I'll talk to my client. We need the documents. Inova, it's a predatory lender. There's also OpFi, where we commented to all three agencies. Speaking of the Federal Reserve, there's a small bank in Texas called Coastal Bend Bank Shares. These guys are fighting like cats and dogs. We began commenting in May because their record is terrible. But they've actually, with a Charlotte, North Carolina-based law firm, they've gone places that others haven't. They're citing a sort of Michelle Bowman era guidance, Fed guidance, that you should rely only on old CRA ratings if you can. It's kind of a safe harbor. Nobody noticed it. We noticed it, and we've opposed it vociferously. Now, here's a mixture. I've left this one, it's actually, to me, one of the most interesting ones. There's this case that's hype because it involves Fat Joe. Dixon, he was the hype man, speaking of hype, sued Fat Joe for a variety of unseemly things, using a lawyer named Tyrone Blackburn. There's been a lot of Fat Joe and Rock Nation have gotten big, high-powered counsel from Quinn Emanuel, and they've gone after Tyrone Blackburn, as others have, saying that he's using hallucinated AI cases. Well, he fired back and said his verification tool shows that Quinn Emanuel and their high-profile counsel are using AI cases. I don't know if it's true or not. I know that he did the filing, and so we wrote it up. This is the new war in the courts. Who's using AI, and what verification tool can even catch it legitimately? I don't know. I'll tell you what's not legitimate. The UN, Antonio Guterres has spent your taxpayer money to fly to Geneva and purport to have a UN AI group. Let me just tell you, the last person in the world you want regulating or suggesting about AI is Antonio Guterres, because he's a censor. He through Melissa Fleming, have already tried to urge Google to remove things from search. And now he wants to run AI. The guy is corrupt and a censor. I can say it personally. If you have any doubts, just contact us, because I know for a fact that this is the person least qualified to be in charge of any legitimate communication system. Okay, we're going in.